I've been a paranormal investigator for well over a decade now, and there for a while I kind of fell out of it. It just got to the point where it was like, what is it going to do if I capture another voice, another object moving, or another apparition? I always knew this is kind of what I wanted to do, and my grandpa always used to tell me, he's like, look, you're going to make it. It's going to happen. Just keep working. You're gonna make it, and I'm gonna be there to see it. He told me this over and over and over again, and one day he told me, he was like, look, I don't want you to think I'm going crazy. I'm telling you this because I want you to hear it when I'm not here. And to this day, I still do. And it was the same with my best friend, and he passed away at 20. I started realizing that, they're not gone. They're still here through the things I do, through how I treat others and the actions I take in life. And it's incredible that even though they're gone, they're still impacting so many people's lives just through other people. When I look around at the paranormal field, one of the things that really got me out of it was all this sensationalism. I'm here at the asylum, and I was here a couple months back kicking around the idea of this project. And there was a group here, and in that group was a woman who was a self-proclaimed psychic. And she stayed back. She didn't want to go on the tour because she already knew everything, according to her. And so she's sitting here reciting all this history and everything to me, and internally I'm cracking up because everything is completely wrong. She's so certain that it's all true. But then it got to the point where she started talking really bad about two of the residents here. Ida, who stayed in a room right down the hall from here, and Doris, who would be cooking right now in the kitchen right behind the camera. And it really got to me. And I was filled with anger, so I knew I had to remove myself from the situation. So I went and sat in a different room and picked up a book and started reading about the history of the area. And instantly I was just overcome with this extreme sadness, and I didn't know where it came from. It was so strange. I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, why am I feeling this right now? And then I hear the door to this basement open and close. I look over, I see she's not moving. No explanation for it. But I go back to reading. I mean, these things are pretty common around here, so I go back to reading. And I'm still just overcome with all this sadness, and as I'm looking down at my book, I see this figure come into the room and just stand there right in front of me, just looking in my direction. And it stood probably 5'7", 5'6", and instantly I knew what I had to do. Because without a doubt, if someone was coming up from the basement, it would have been the two people who spent the most time down here, which would have been Ida and Doris, who she was just talking about. And so I really got to thinking about all these things, especially about Ida, who her legacy is how she left this place. And I don't like that. I don't want her legacy to be that. She was, by all accounts, a wonderful person, yet the only thing that she's remembered for is how she took her own life here. I feel it's important to tell the true stories of these people, of the history of these locations, so that they can live on. And just like I know Ida's still affecting people out there, she gets to live on. Just like my grandpa, just like my best friend, just like anyone that we've lost. But to do that, we have to uncover the true stories, these dead chronicles that have gone away and largely been replaced by forgotten memories, or all too often the paranormal sensationalism. This is not about the scares. This is not about fear. This is not about creepy. This is about compassion and love. It's about bringing these people back to life so that their stories can be told. I'm super lightheaded. It's ringing in my ears right now. I know there's a couple of thumps back in the kitchen. Hopefully, Ida and Doris appreciate that. Hopefully they know that they're loved. What is that sound? What the heck was that?
Your call has been forwarded.
I gotta go see what that was.
Are you done?
Yeah, was that you making that noise earlier?
Huh?
Were you making a noise a little bit ago?
I was walking. I was looking for a lighter because I realized that I forgot mine.
Did you... Where were you walking?
I walked... When I walked upstairs, I was checking my pockets, realized I didn't have a lighter, so I went to the front where the desk is, and I looked in there, and then I went into the safe room, the ready room, and then I walked back outside.
So not you. So is Dan and Rich still here?
No.
I hope I picked that shit up. There was literally someone, but it sounded almost like keys.
Yeah, I don't have my keys.
It sounded kind of like keys, and they walked all the way down by my back turned.